My name is Maïmouna Doucouré and I'm the director of Cuties.
D'accord.
Première de caméra.
Cuties is the story of an 11-year-old little girl who is trying to find herself. She's navigating between two models of femininity. One represents her mother's traditional origins, and the other one is a group of young girls called Cuties. I had the idea of Cuties when one day during a neighborhood gathering in Paris, a group of very young dancers came on the stage and they were dancing like what we are used to seeing in a video clip. And I was surprised because of their age. They were only 11 years old. So I decided to spend the next year and a half doing research. I met with hundreds of preteens who told me their story. I needed to know how they felt about their own femininity in today's society and how they dealt with their self-image at a time when social media is so important. Our girls see that the more a woman is overly sexualized on social media, the more she is successful. And the children just imitate what they see, trying to achieve the same result without understanding the meaning. And yeah, it's dangerous. I recreate the little girl who I was at that age, growing up in two cultures, is what gave me the strength and the values I have today. I can appreciate my double culture and live between my parents' one, which is Senegalese, and my French Western one. And as a child, that question of how to become a woman was my obsession. I saw so many injustices around me that women were experiencing, and I kept all of that anger inside me. I was powerless when I was a child. Today, I can use my voice, my art, to share my vision of femininity, my fight for women's freedom in society and in our minds as well. I put my heart into this film because this is my story. I believe that cinema and art in general can change the world. We are able to see oppression of women in other cultures. But my question is, isn't the objectification of women's body that we often see in our Western culture not another kind of oppression? In my research, I saw that pre-teenagers are caught in a difficult transition. Their body is constantly changing, and at this age, especially when you are a girl, it can be complicated to find your place and deal with your body that is transforming itself in spite of what you want. You are a child, but you are also coming into teenagerhood. This age is amazing because you have all this innocence and naivety, and you interpret the world with all the unlimited imagination that you have at that age. And this is beautiful, but at the same time, because of our societal structures, children can so easily access a lot of adult materials. In the film, my main character, Amy, can feel the suffering of her mother and yet see that her mother does not take action. So Amy just takes that revolt inside herself and believes she can find her freedom through that group of dancers and their hypersexualization. But is that really true freedom, especially when you are a kid? Of course not. Amy will, at the end, understand that she can choose her own path. The real question of Cuties is, can we as women truly choose who we want to be beyond the world models that are imposed upon us by society? I grew up in a Muslim culture and I respect and love. In my films, the characters are evolving in that culture. We are used to seeing Islam depicted by so many stereotypes in movies and media. In Cuties, I depict the point of view of Amy's mother, who thinks that she has to accept all that is happening to her. But we get to see an imam who comes and say, no, in our religion, women have rights. It was very important for me to show that forgotten but true aspect of Islam. Cuties is a deeply feminist film with an activist message. We must all together to figure out what is the best for our children. As a director, as an artist, I'm doing my part with this film. Politicians, the education system, parents, children. I think all together we have to fix what's gone wrong so we can give the most beautiful space to our girls and boys to grow up safely and become the best version of themselves. My film Cuties is a mirror of today's society, a mirror sometimes difficult to look into and accept, but still so true. We can blame our children for what we value in our society. I hope that people can become 11 years old during an hour and a half of Cuties in our world. In many ways, Amy is navigating her way in three cultures: her family, French Western culture, and this hyper-real fiction of social media. Yeah. Try to experience how difficult and confusing it must be to grow up and find yourself in this triple culture.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Netflix Film Club channel to get our latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.